Hello, my beautiful people. It's been the struggle is real. Seriously, I must be honest. But something just happened again. The first struggle was when the kids start school. I kind of lost balance on my channel because when they were on holiday, the channel was going very nice and we upload every day and every time. So when the school resumed, I lost balance trying to get everything done because I kind of have plans of the things we were meant to do together, but since we didn't finish it, I couldn't think. I have to sit back. Not that I couldn't think, but kind of have stagger. I was shaken, but I stagger no go fall. But today, this video was supposed to be done yesterday as well. So I wake up yesterday with flu. The weather is back, as you can see. I got my turtleneck like a reverend, a priest, a pastor's wife, or pastor herself. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Like I said, guys, if you notice, my voice is a bit cracky and I might be talking through my nose, and sneezing as well, or coughing, because I just wake up this morning and I find myself poorly. I got flu and this is all I see. But I really want to do this video, please. I need your cooperation. I hope you bear with me on this video today. Thank you for your cooperation. I appreciate that. Right, guys, I want to talk with you today about this feeling of not having enough, or not even achieve enough for our family, for our loved ones and friends and well-wishers, because I think this is something we always find ourselves doing. Even me talking about it, I do see myself do this sometimes, but I'm really working on it, and I think this has taken a lot from us and also have put a lot of people in so many things that they tend to look back and regret. So I just want to share with you guys and discuss this with you guys. And I think as I'm talking to you today, I'm also talking to myself to also shift all of it out of my mind and see myself to be in abundance. To be honest, having or not having enough is not a matter of how much you actually have. This is just a matter of a mindset and a perspective. Because I've seen a lot of people who really have all the luxuries possible, but they still can't stop buying and possessing things. And sometimes we think when we get married we'll be happy, but when we get married it's not even enough. We think when we get a degree and masters and everything will be happy, but still it will not be enough. Even in marriage, men think when a woman gives them children, their life will be complete and they will have a fulfilled life, but still they will still be complaining it's not enough. So so many things that we always find ourselves doing all the time. But do you know what? I just want to tell you why these things keep happening in our life. This is simply because our mindsets are all wrong. So stay tuned. I will be sharing with you guys today on ways that you can shift this mindset of not having enough to a mindset of having in abundance. But this is not like a magical thing. Let me tell you, in everything, practice makes perfect. And consistency is the key to building a mindset or a new habit. The first thing I will encourage you, if you want to really have that mindset of having an abundance, is nothing but to begin to accept yourself deeply and essentially, that you are a whole yourself, you are an abundant. Be with the spirit of, be with the spirit that you are already at your most perfect. You are full, complete and satisfied state. I don't know if I am making sense, because in everything, I think everything that we have to do, even if it's in work, that's why you have to work from your inside before you could operate from the outside. And that's the first thing you have to work on, to shift our mindset from not having enough to having enough. It's nothing but to talk to ourselves and begin to tell the mind that we are whole, we are abundant, we are full, we have a complete and a satisfied state in life and in mind, because your inner being needs nothing more than what it already has. So accept this. From the acceptance, then say to yourself some positive affirmations. Say to yourself some nice things, and you can begin to tell yourself that you are not your mind. That's one thing I want you to know. You are not really your mind. Your mind is just a beautiful place. It's just a beautiful tool that you use to live an authentic life. But it's not really who you are. So therefore, detach yourself. I encourage you to detach yourself from your mind and the thinking. With this detachment, you will begin to realize your real potentials and then see yourself having an abundance. Second one, I think if you were able to talk yourself through, that's when you'll be able to see how to go about the second tips, which is nothing but to start appreciating whatever you have. When you have talked your mind into knowing that you are whole and complete and you are in a satisfied state, then you will begin to see reasons to appreciate every little thing that you have. If you want to feel abundant, you have to feel as if everything in your life is a plus. Seriously, I know people can help me and I still expect people to help me. Or people, I always believe and expect that there will be a time I will need people's support and I will need people's assistance and help. But to be honest, this is what I really do. I don't really, even when you're helping me, I don't really focus my mind on what you are doing or what you will be doing or assuming every day that you should be doing this. With so doing, this is what we all do sometimes, but this is just the wrong way to do things. You just have to accept yourself and appreciate every little thing people have done and see them to be bonus, a beautiful gift worth embracing, even if it comes in a small, subtle or disguised packages. I encourage you to appreciate that. I want to also draw your attention to this as well, guys. Look around you, seriously. Look at how much. Do you really know how much you actually have? Let me ask you, are your basic survival needs met? If your basic survival needs are met, then there's nothing much again you need. Do you have water, food, warm clothes, a safe place to sleep? Do you have an air to breathe? Do you have a functioning body? Seriously, if you do, I encourage you to really appreciate this and recognize that any other thing more than your basic survival needs is just a plus. What did I say? It's just a plus that you are so fortunate to have. Shift your focus to appreciating the little bit of what you do have. For let me tell you, if you don't have what you have now, you wish you did, even up to now. So I encourage you to really look at what you got now, honor it, and respect everything in your life as a gift and give it your love, your attention, and appreciation. This mindset alone will cause a shift in your life to making you feel more abundant, and you will start having more abundance too. Right, the third tip is nothing but to drop your expectations and see things as they are for what they are. I know oftentimes we have our plans, we even have our calendar all planned for what we want. Even sometimes people have a picture of the kind of man they will marry, the kind of woman they will have, the kind of cars and everything. But I just want you to know this today, that another tendency of lack-based mindset is to set expectations for everything around us. We create a story in our head of how things should be, and we miss out an opportunity to get to know things as they actually are. Be it people, situations, or life itself. When things aren't good enough the way they are, we so demand them to be different from our mind-made expectations. We want everything and everyone around us, including ourselves, to be perfect at all times. And then we allow no room for failure and mistakes. I always say this, that it is in our test that we find our testimony. If you're not tested and you don't make mistake and you don't fail, I don't think your testimony is authentic. The truth is this: things are always going to be the way they are, no matter what you and I think. So I encourage you to just drop the illusory way of thinking. Let go of the stories you create in your head of how life should be and start seeing each moment for what it is. You will notice something different, and then you will see that it's not so bad at all. The fourth way is nothing but to, seriously guys, this one is very important. Be honest with yourself about why you are wanting to buy, attain, and accomplish. When you are in the mindset of not enough, you will always try to find things outside yourself to fulfill you and to bring you happiness. I tell you, if it is about the first assumption that you will be more worthy once you have these things, then you are just doing it for the wrong reasons. Guys, I encourage you, before you buy, attain, and accomplish anything, ask yourself this question: why am I doing this? Is what I'm doing worth it? Do I really appreciate what I'm getting? Or is what I'm buying or accomplishing authentic to me? Or am I really doing this because this new car, this new house, bus, job, dress, shoes, anything will make me seems to be more worthy in the eyes of others? Or am I doing it for the true enjoyment of doing it? Again, can I still feel worthy without these items and accomplishment? Seriously, my answers to all this question is nothing but yes, you can. Because beneath this psychology of needing for more lies a being that is already full of everything required to feel enough. The fifth tip is nothing but to give out more what you want. If you want love, give out love. If you want money, give out money. You can't give out envy, gossip, hatred, jealousy, and you expect the opposite. No, guys, what you give out comes back to you. So give more what you want. The sixth but not the last but not the least is nothing but to always, I encourage you to do this, because sometimes we find ourselves doing what I'm trying to say right now. Always focus on the good rather than the bad. Guys, whatever happens in our life, it always comes with a very loving package. What am I saying? I remember I was with somebody and I didn't know when I said this, but I was just reflecting about my life, and I said to myself, I am so grateful for what happened or whatever that I have been through, the tough time. Even sometimes when I pray, I used to thank God for my tough day, for the days that things were so tough in my life. I am so grateful because that really draws me to understand myself more and know God more. And as well, I tend to understand my strengths and weaknesses. I don't know if I am making sense. This is because I refuse to look at things in a way people, or the way it should be, the way people see things to be. I want you to all look at things. Try not to look at things in a bad way, and look at that bad thing in a good way, because every bad thing that happens to us, as long as I'm concerned, there is always something good to find out of it. But people tend not to do that. They just look at the bad ones and hold on to it and always create some bitterness in themselves. Learn to interpret the situation and how we allow it affect us. That makes it better, and that makes it good or bad. The choice is yours. Do you want to interpret what happens around you as good or bad? Like I said, this is your free will. You get to decide, and your decision will directly impact the quality of your life, so choose wisely. I truly hope that these new ways of thinking will aid you in creating more abundance in your life and help you to realize your true potentials and your amazing inner power. Before I end this video, I have 2 questions that I would like to ask you guys, and I'm going to put the questions up there or there for the option so that you could pick one. Don't worry, I'm not going to know who answered it because it's just an open question, so that your name will not come up and I will not know. So don't worry, it's like a game we're playing here. So I will encourage you to please choose the options and answer the questions up there when it pops up. This is just the simple way we interact on this channel. I will see you guys on my next video. Thank you for watching. If you've not subscribed, please click the subscribe button below and click the bell beside it so you could get notification whenever I upload a new video. It's free of charge, and feel free to share this video to your friends and families and well-wishers and your social network. I appreciate that. Guys, I have a goal to hit 500 subscribers this month, and I cannot do this without you. So please help me to achieve this goal this month.